Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. I'm excited. Today, I thought I'd show you how I make my favorite eggs. Now, I've been getting submissions, as I told you yesterday, about like some of the most fantastic food possible. So I thought I'd show you how I make mine. So one of the things you may not know about me is I used to be a breakfast chef. I love cooking breakfast. And so, really simple, easy egg thing to make. I'm going to be making basted eggs today. Now, basted eggs are a combination of a fried egg and a poached egg. So let's get crack-a-lackin'. Starting, got my cast iron pan, but it doesn't really matter what kind of pan you use. A little bit of butter. You can also use canola oil or something like that in here, but I like butter because it gives a little bit of crisp on the bottom. Fire it up. There it goes. We have fire. Now, I'm going to go with 2 eggs this morning. Standard breakfast, but you can do your own thing. I also have bacon cooking in the oven to go with this, but you don't probably care about that. So as this heats up here, a couple little things for the day. Just a reminder, kind of last week for grade 7 junior high options. We're going to be sending out option forms a little bit later this year. So typically by this time, for those of you still in junior high, we'd be sending out option choices. But with everything kind of confusing about COVID-19 for next year, we haven't finalized our options for next year. Because as of right now, we're still not sure what's going to be happening with sports teams. One of the big things that they say no to right now is singing together. So we're still just working through what options will look like for next year. I'm hoping to be teaching a cooking class next year because, well, as you know, I love cooking. Now, my butter's melting, so I'm going to crack my eggs in here. I used to be able to do like a nice one-hand crack and pop it open. I lost that skill. But anyways, options next year, as I was saying, will not be the same probably, at least for quarter 1. But we'll see how that is. So, crack my eggs in. One of the things I like to do right away when I get my eggs in, okay, with a little bit of salt, get that seasoning in there. Okay, not too much. We don't want to kill ourselves. Okay, a little pepper, give it that little pizzazz. I'm one of those people, pepper spicy. You may want something a little bit more, but you know, that's up to you. My egg's starting to cook. Now, I want to get it so it's white. Kind of cook through the base before I hit it with the next step. Now, I kind of hit this spot here. It's nice and white. So what I'm going to do, got a little cup here, a little bit of water in it. So what we're doing again is we're frying the base, and then we're going to put a little bit of water. We're not putting a ton in. And we're going to put it on top. Okay. Hear that sound? That's sweet numptiousness. Then we're going to hit the lid on top. Now, the reason we're putting the lid on top is we're boiling the top of this egg. We are poaching the top while the bottom is still frying. Now, one of the things I don't like when I'm eating eggs is I don't like to have that runny whiteness on top. You get that often with the sunny side up, where you don't cook it slow enough, or an over easy egg. I like it to be nicely cooked. So it's starting to come together. Let me see if I can show you guys here. Kind of hard to see in there, but you can kind of make out it's boiling and coming together. See if I can set that back up with There we go. So anyways, lots happening. In terms of next kind of week and a half here, we're going to be finalizing most of your assignments. The last week of school, there shouldn't be any new assignments coming out. And as I said to you guys before, your teacher should be reaching out to your parents to set up kind of a meeting time. Just kind of discuss and wrap up the year. Now, my eggs are mostly done here. This is where it can get a little bit tricky. Some of you may want to hit it with a flip. I don't. But you can see that nice kind of, it's still boiling. I'm going to let that boil out now. Because I still want to crisp up the bottom a little bit. Now what I like to use when I'm cooking eggs, this is a heat-resistant little spatula here. Just kind of loosening it up. And we're almost done here. Pretty simple. Now, one of the things I like to do right at the end, boom, a little bit of matzo cheese. This is the Costco special. Put a little bit on top. Just gives it a little bit of extra flavor. We've already seasoned it in the beginning. And boom, you've got some nice tasty eggs for breakfast. Now, have a wonderful day. And here is your encouraging video of the day.
I'll try it. Ready? Ready?
Yeah.
So much for that. We don't need it.
We don't. Here, let me help you. Let me help you.
Just
It won't break. It will not break. Oh, careful.
get the drill.
Throughout the week, we've been sharing our holiday treats. Leslie on tap this morning.
Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that.
There's a whole story here.
So what is this?
Okay, so this, it's like I didn't want to bake it. I've been busy, so I didn't want to make anything, but my family was all freaking out. Okay, this is what I wanted to do. This was plan A. This is my favorite Christmas thing.
Well, then,
Oh, here's the Safeway wrapper.
oh, thank you.
It's Christmas cake.
Fruitcake, yeah.
Okay,
From
but you wanted
Safeway.
to make some of that.
I love that.
So this is bought.
Seriously, well, I made it and then Safeway packaged it for me.
Okay.
So that's really my favorite
Okay, so that's
thing.
what you want to do.
But
Let's
my
talk about what
family's
happened.
all
What is that?
freaking out because you need to make something. Everybody's making something. So they all got together and they sent me this recipe, and I'm going to make you guys try it. So this is artichoke dip. Okay, so you think that that's okay, right? Is that too much for you, George?
That's a lot.
Why me? I can't do this.
How does it smell, Scott?
It's like vinegar or something.
I thought it smelled like a barn.
But we're not being rude. We have
No,
right to be
it didn't
nervous
work out. I'm
because it
telling you
didn't
right
work.
now.
Sorry.
This did not work out. It's artichoke
Too
dip.
much, too much. Is it edible?
Yeah, at first I'm like, well, it's not that bad, but the vinegar.
But there's no vinegar in there. So here's what happens.
What? That's like all that I can taste is vinegar.
Oh my
I can't
gosh.
swallow it.
Okay, so like it's got.
I'm not trying to be rude here.
It's okay. I agree with you. I totally agree with you.
Oh,
It's artichoke dip, but something went terribly wrong. Okay, so first of
how are
all,
you doing that?
The vinegar burns.
There's no vinegar.
there's no vinegar. Do you think something is off? Like, do you think maybe the artichokes are off?
Do.
Well, okay, I didn't have a lemon, so I just cut up an orange and put that in there. And then I didn't know what spices to put in, so I put celery, salt, and oregano in it.
See, this is where
And I
the
did-
little bits of chemistry play in, Leslie. Things didn't
And-
combine properly.
So, how are you enjoying it, Amber?
It burns.
It was watery
It
here.
feels like a vinegar.
But there's no vinegar, so I don't get it.
Burns.
Fine. Really, I'm fine.
Whoa! Surely, do you know what? It's because this is broken. It just broken. Anyway,
Very messy.
vanilla, gelatin with butter,
Here.
and cream of tartar, please.
oh no. Don't! You can organise it. You're cleaning good.
I think it's going well.
You sound like a kid earlier.
Ease up.
Look at 50. Somebody get a shot.
So anyway, cooking can be dangerous. Cooking can be dangerous.
And embarrassing.
Who would
Okay.
have thought all of this from a creamed corn?
Oh, I love it.
This is why we love a cream horn, Julie.
Exactly.
So much fun in the kitchen.
Very much, Julie.
That's nice. You got to the break now.
All right, my egg is now done. I have to be careful since I'm using a cast iron pan. It's gotten pretty hot. So So I'm just going to grab that, my little spatula here. Oh yeah. And there we go, we got some breakfast. And of course, the perfect complement for any breakfast, I got my smoking cup of Java here. All right, enjoy yourselves, have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.